Mr. Gavin, it's always a good day when we're looking at a beautiful yellow Corvette on pole. Tell me about being on pole for the Rolex 24.
I'm thrilled. You know, to come here and to get pole position. The C7R is a year old. You know, we debuted it here last year, learned a lot with it, you know, and, you know, we came and we were strong in our debut here last year. Had a little bit of misfortune through the race, but to come back and hit the track and be on pole straight away, delighted, really thrilled.
Teamwork, if we're talking qualifying, teamwork's definitely important. I didn't necessarily see all the twin factory cars throughout all the manufacturers teaming up, but I saw the two yellow cars running close the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things when we went out the pits. I knew Jan was just that little bit in front, and if our car just came alive, which it did, that I could just start picking up that toe, and that was really the key thing that really got us pole position. You know, the tyre just was coming up nicely, the pressures, the temperatures, everything was just falling into place. The changes we made before the session, it was you know, just trimmed it out a little, got a little bit straighter on a little bit more straight line speed, but it was a little bit looser. But all of that didn't seem to bother me too much. You know, I could feel the grip on the track. I could really, you know, work the tyre hard. And then as I was just getting that bit closer to Jan, you know, that everything just sort of seemed to come together. It was almost like one of those perfect qualifying sessions where you want it to all just fall into place. And, you know, around here, Daytona, the toe is important. And, you know, for us to work together was great. You know, Jan was hugely accommodating. I then tried to repay that favour to him, but I think by that point his tyres were maybe just a little bit gone, and, you know, maybe he couldn't get quite so much from it. But, you know, it's fantastic for the team, Corvette Racing, and the C7R to be on pole. You know, it's great. It's just a great feeling, great way to start our 2015 season.
Last question for you. Forecast, at least right now, calls for rain on Friday. Could have some good rain on Saturday, too. We know that some of the rear-engine cars are rather fond of the wet. Tell me about front-engine V8. You think you guys will be all right?
I think we will. I mean, I think it's going to be a challenge. You know, rain at the 24-hour race is like one of those things that every driver goes, really? You know? Because they're tough enough, you know, and around here with this many cars and this many classes and the speed differences between some of the classes as well, and the inexperienced drivers and the night time, and it's a long night here, you know, it's really long. Even though it's lit, you know, it's still tough, it's still challenging. And I think it's going to get very cold here, you know, so those guys leaving the pits on cold tyres, even just trying to get out of the pit lane is going to be a challenge, you know. But, you know, with us, with our Michelin tyres, I think we do have a little bit of an advantage over most other runners in the race. But I think that it is going to be challenging. It's going to be tough. It's going to be aggressive. You know, I know the likes of Bruni and Makowicki and Tandy and Darren Turner, you know, everybody's going to be fighting tooth and nail to stand in victory lane on, you know, 2:10 on Sunday afternoon. So, you know, it's a great way for us to start, and I'm thrilled for the team. It's given everybody a nice lift, you know, so we'll be buoyant all the way through Friday and into the start of the race. It's great to push the car out and be there on pole. Fantastic, it's great. But, you know, then we get down to the real business. 2:10 Saturday afternoon, the green flag drops. You know, everything changes. Everything, you know, we're all at zero again. Let's go racing.